The following program is brought to you in part by our patrons. For more information, go to patreon.com/IG Studios. And as always, we thank you for your support. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 27 of the Geek Access Podcast for Sunday, January 18th.
Yo.
You are eager to talk today. What's up, dude?
Yo.
Yo. Would that be a Duncan yo-yo?
Yeah, dude. Well, we are without our other cohort Corey this week
Our
for
brethren,
some reason.
I know. He didn't respond to the message.
Officially missing in action.
He is.
Alert the milk company.
Get his photo out there.
So we can print it on the cartons.
Oh, yes. Indeed. So how have you been, sir? How was your week?
It's going. We got my tickets in the mail we're gonna go see Wicked in February, so
Awesome.
the musical. So we're gonna go do that.
Very cool. That'll be interesting.
What else? I know you already talked about it on your Blizzard hour, but the Blizzard statue thing
is epic.
Yeah,
is
but
he here?
I'm a little burned by it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Corey's here. All
I'm
right.
a little burned by the statue thing.
Welcome aboard, Mr. I'm
he's
late.
Officially risen from the dead.
Hey, you are officially the first host that I have to figure out how to get you set up and enabled halfway through the show.
Yeah. Now we have to emergency insertion.
It's okay. XSplit is amazing. I'm having multiple scenes set up, and I have a scene set up for every window size. So
You can also do that in OBS.
Can you? Nice.
Yes.
Very cool. All right, Corey, welcome to the show.
Sorry.
It's okay. You are a little quiet. If you could turn up a little bit.
He made it.
Yeah, he made it. He's here.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're good, I think.
You are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry it took me a little bit. I had to go let somebody out of their bedroom. Kind of sounds weird, but I had the doorknob fell off from the inside, so the only way out was the other way. Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh. Well,
nothing came of it.
I'm sure something came before it.
Yeah.
You sly dog.
It's all right. It's kind of weird though, because it's like my landlord, and it's weird.
Oh,
that is kind of weird.
It's interesting.
Wait, so your landlord was stuck in there?
We're not talking about this.
Okay.
No, we're gonna delve into this.
No, we're not.
This sounds like the best course of action.
No, we cannot.
Is to really dig into what's going on here.
It's all very black hat stuff.
We're just friends, okay?
You're just friends.
Yeah, we're just friends, okay?
Brandon is exhaling very deeply into the microphone.
You say he's just, oh baby, you
got what I need.
Anyway, back to what I was talking about.
Back to
stuff, right?
Before Corey showed up.
Yeah.
And I guess we can get Corey. So did you see the 10th anniversary, like the 10-year veteran account thing for Blizzard, where they get the statue?
Oh, I saw the statue. It looks freaking sweet.
It is quite nice.
It looks cool. I like it.
It's very cool, but I'm a little burned.
Why?
Because you can't get one?
Because I've had my account since that long, but there have just been a couple lapses of subscription, like maybe a couple months over 10 years where I didn't happen to pay for the game, and so I don't get it.
See, I didn't even have that problem. I never had a lapse, but I had an account that got banned, and I had a new account that was reactivated within like 12 hours of that account getting banned. But I still don't get one.
Well, you got banned, so deal with it.
Oh well.
What'd you get banned for? Talking trash?
Being
I don't
scum.
remember. It
telling,
was
telling some kid he
I-
was a douchey McFart.
I think it
Yeah,
might have
dude,
been
he
like
was a scum lord.
I think it might have been like botting or something back in BC.
Oh,
Jesus.
clever
See,
guy.
I only have a couple months of lapse total over 10 years, and so just because of a couple months, I don't get one. And
That's
I'd hate
some
to be one of the people that missed it by like 1 month and didn't get it. Like that's
Right.
such a bummer.
Yeah, like days.
But
They've
you
missed
have
it
to
by, like,
think
a few
though,
days.
because those statues couldn't have been cheap. I mean, from what I've
No,
read,
I know, and that's probably why they did it that way. but-
right? They're like, all right, we got to make this super rare. So, and like Eric and I joked about on Blizzard Hour, this is either going to be an amazing collector's item or it's going to be a really high end eBay item.
Yeah, well, both.
So,
Yeah,
well,
it'll
that's what I mean. For it's either going to be one or the other for everyone that gets one,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they'll sell for quite a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, dude.
So, but it's still pretty cool, and it's nice of Blizzard to do, and that speaks a lot for Blizzard because they very frequently will come out.
Have you seen the rewards they give to employees for working for?
I've seen some of them.
I can
yeah.
only imagine what those.
Yeah,
are.
like
dude,
they
they're
have
so
the coats
cool.
and they have the coats and then they have like rings and swords and weapons.
Oh, dude,
and-
it's so much better. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I'm pulling it up now. At 2 years, you get a Stein.
Okay, yeah.
You get like your own personal Stein. At 5 years, you get a sword.
Okay.
Hey, 1 year we got a Stein. Whoa.
At 10 years, you get a shield.
And then is it like a big like
Lordaeron.
there's like a
it's like the
20-year and
Lordaeron
then like a
crest.
30-year, right?
Yeah, and then there's at 15 years you get a ring,
Right.
and then at 20 years you get a helmet.
Which
A
what
helmet?
helmet is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's custom,
I'll
isn't
tell
it?
you, it's the kind of like the Lich King.
Oh, okay.
Gnarly.
It's so
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah, I
20-year
remembered
helmet.
the unmentionable ex-girlfriend. She had the Stein because she was there for 2 years, but she didn't stay long enough to get the sword. But
For shame.
but yeah, no, all their stuff's cool looking. I mean, if you are bottom level at Blizzard, it's like being bottom level at any major corporate company. You're making minimum wage, but they do a good job of taking care of their employees. So it's one of
And
those.
apparently they switch up the sword every year.
Oh, really? So you have like
Yeah.
that one shot to get it,
Yeah,
and
like-
if you weren't
Yeah,
there,
like
yeah.
the different types of swords.
Well, that's cool. No, I mean it's a company I'd love to work for. But hey, you guys got a 1-year gift from the studio from me for Christmas this year.
Yeah, we got our
That's
cool.
what. Yeah, yeah.
We got
we
our
a
cool little
Stein.
glasses.
So
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
we got our. See, I'm trying to be. I'm using Blizzard as an example of what kind of company I want to run.
Just a small example.
Right. So. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for. We wait until we have quality products to release them to the audience.
Right.
But something like podcasting, you can't really do that. You have to kind of just throw it
No.
out there and see what the reception is like. But yeah, no, that's cool. And yeah, no, the Wicked thing will be now. Is that we kind of went away from that a little bit? Is that based off the movie with Jolie,
What?
the play you're going to?
No, the musical's been around forever.
Oh, is okay. So was the movie based off the
The
musical?
movie's getting based on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Yeah, see, I don't really follow much with Disney stuff, let alone like live action Disney stuff. So I don't.
Well, it's not even. It's not like a Disney presentation. It's a Broadway show.
Doesn't Disney
What's-
have the rights and licensing to the story? Isn't that a Disney story? Oh wait, no. You know what? I'm not even
I don't
thinking. I'm
think
thinking
so,
of
no.
Maleficent. That's what I'm thinking of. I don't even have.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
Wicked
yeah,
is
it's like the Oz.
okay. That's
It's
Oz.
the
Okay,
Witches.
Yeah. I completely mixed it up. Well, that's cool. That'll be interesting to see. I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking
When
that was
it's
called.
the 11th longest running Broadway show.
So what's
Crazy.
that game that's coming out that got greenlit on Steam? I'm trying to remember the name.
Hatred. That's gonna get
Hatred?
the adult only rating.
Yeah. I
Is it
just saw
really?
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
It already got labeled.
Well, it can do that because it's going to be on PC. I mean, you'll never see an
Spit.
AO game on consoles. But,
Confirmed. Yeah, it isn't coming to consoles unless it makes some changes.
well, it will come to the Steam box,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't see why it
which
wouldn't.
is technically a
Yeah,
console.
but
I
no
guess.
one owns a Steam box, so.
No, not a
No.
lot of people do. Hotline Miami 2's coming out. Do you guys
Nice.
see that?
I saw that. I saw it's banned in
Wrong
Australia
number.
too.
Is it banned
It's
in
banned-
Australia?
It's banned in Australia.
So
yeah.
okay,
They told them to just pirate it. They
now
don't even care.
enlighten me
Yeah.
here. What does a pixel game do to get banned in a country? Is it because of the content? Is it because of the dialogue? Like, what's
A little bit of
causing a
both.
pixelated game to get? Like, I never
Some
played
sort
the
of
first
something,
one.
and I'm not sure exactly what.
Have you
So,
never played Hotline Miami?
I have
No,
not.
I haven't. I've looked at
What?
it,
Okay, it's a top-down. It's like a tactical fighting game, really, because you get guns. There's weapons all over the place, but you have to be really quick. And the way that you have executions and the way that you kill people, it's very, very, very graphic. But it's awesome.
Interesting.
I love it.
Speaking
You
of
get different masks. They do different shit.
Steam, and speaking of games that are greenlit, did you see that GTA 5 is pre-orderable on Steam now?
but yeah, but I don't care. PC Master Race, no pre-orders, 2015.
Oh, I've seen that. Well, okay, so tell me, let's talk about that a little bit. What is the point of that? What is this whole no pre-order? Is it because so many games have kind of launched broken because they're riding the pre-orders? Like, is that the
Yes,
whole mindset?
That's one reason. Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah. Because it's just like it just pushes them to finish at a certain day as opposed to actually finishing it.
right? No, I can understand that.
Master Race, no pre-orders, 2015. And then did you see the whole thing around PC Gamer made a fuss around PC Gaming Master Race? They tried to compare it to like racism and like
What?
Well, it's
Yeah,
it's gaming racism.
it was stupid.
I mean,
That was a-
I've seen hatred that you
And then there was like a whole thing on r/PC Gaming Master Race as a response to it and how stupid that is because it's mostly a joke.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, there are some people like you kid around about it quite a bit, but there are some people that take it really seriously. In the sense that like they will shame console gamers. You know, like I mean, I've got my setup now where to my right on my other folding table, I mean, I've got my PS4 and my Xbox One, and everything is wired into the PC. So you know, I have everything here set up. But I just don't understand. Like, there is definitely some positive back and forth. Like, there are some things you can experience on console that you're not going to get on PC. Like, and especially some games. Like, the game that I played for a lot last night is Sunset Overdrive. And that game is a fucking riot. And it's currently only Xbox One. I think they're going to end up putting it out for Windows 10. Or maybe the tail end of Windows 8. But they've talked about it. But, you know, for the last however long it's been out, almost a year, I think now, or maybe not quite that long. It came out fall of last year, so 6 months or so. But it's a lot of fun and it's a blast. And then there are some things that you're not going to get on PC. Excuse me, like sports titles will never function as well on PC as they do on console. Your Maddens, your NBA 2Ks, your racing
Yeah,
games.
but only peasants play sports games.
According to who? One of the biggest gaming tournaments every year is the Madden Bowl.
Me. One of
So-
the biggest gaming tournaments of the year.
They pay out big bucks. That's a huge tournament.
It's because the NFL sponsors it, derp.
But there's still a lot of money behind it. There's still a driving force behind it. I mean, I think it's being overshadowed these days by, you know, the professional esports and League of Legends and Heroes and Hearthstone, stuff like that. But before, you know,
I mean, there's also Evo too. Pretty sure Evo might pay out more than that.
there's also what?
Evo, I'm pretty sure that's bigger than sports
What is Evo?
fighting game tournament.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't follow fighting.
Street-
And see, and
Street
there's
Fighter,
another one.
Marvel,
And then
King of
you've got
Fighters.
your fighting games, which are dominant on consoles. You know, they don't,
Well, they most of them anymore. They come out on PC maybe afterwards, but
right. They're kind of old news. But, I mean, they have their place. You know, they certainly do. And it's obviously a cheaper, I mean, the video card that I have in my tower is more expensive than either of the consoles. And then once you have my video card and my processor, it's more expensive than both of them put together. I mean, and I'm not doing that to
Yeah.
brag. I'm doing that to say, like, PC gaming isn't cheap. And when you're trying to keep up, you know, like I had an ATI card that I invested like $500 in no more than 3 years ago. So it should be a decent card, but because of what NVIDIA is doing with proprietarying everything, because ATI has a card in both the current consoles. NVIDIA is really stepping up their game in the PC market, which is good, but they have all these proprietary codecs, like their shaders and the sunbeams and everything else, like the NVIDIA physics engine, that just does not run well, if at all, on an ATI card. So, you have someone who might not have known that, and they might go buy an ATI card because it's cheaper. And then they lose, they're not going to be able to play Far Cry 4. They're not going to have that well of a performance in Wolfenstein. Like, there are games that are fully backed by NVIDIA that they're going to slack in. So, for the more casual gamer, consoles.
That's not really a new thing, though.
It's new.
It's just way more exacerbated.
It's newer.
That's been around for a while, actually.
Yeah, but it was never to
NVIDIA being advertising games and them having better drivers for almost everything.
Right, but it was never game breaking. Like the fact that Far Cry 4 will not run without crashing on an ATI card.
I mean, it has happened before, but AMD's always been. I don't want to say always, but it's like a thing of theirs that they've been late to drivers.
Right, and I think ATI cards have gotten a little worse since being bought out by AMD. I think that kind of dropped them down a little bit. ATI, when it was standing by itself, did really well, and now they just got absorbed.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can go even further back and talk about the Voodoo 3DFX video cards of the late '90s, early aughts. That those fell to the bottom too. Corey, you haven't engaged much, man, aside from the unmentionable person locked in the unmentionable room that was solved by unmentionable feats of
Orgasms.
Corey's abilities.
Doggers.
What have you been up to, sir?
Dragon Age, man. That game has taken up my life.
Yeah.
My life. It's so good. It's so good. I've killed like 4 dragons. There's 10 whole dragons that you can kill, and they're all different, and it's awesome. Multiplayer is fun. It's like Diablo, but they really need to let you fight a dragon in multiplayer, and that would be the coolest fucking thing ever. If you had 4 people just going to town at a dragon, because those fights take like 10, 20 minutes.
Right.
They're great. I don't know. I love that game. Having a great time with it.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
It's
pretty much been going on all week long.
I'm enjoying it. I find myself like I'm almost hesitant. You know how like I'll play it and I love it. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. I love the story. But I'll play for like maybe 20 minutes or a half hour. And then I'll find myself pulling away. And it's not because of the game. It's because I don't want to get absorbed by it. So I feel myself pulling away before it can latch on, because there's so many games that I want to play and that I'm trying to enjoy. It's just, and that's what I do. If I have a game that will do that for me, I'll grab it and run with it.
Mm.
I need a game that does that.
I'm trying to
bored
prevent that.
I'm bored of everything.
Dragon Age, man, get it.
You can buy it for me, dude. Buy it for me, dude.
So Eric mentioned on Friday night that he got it too.
Oh yeah. I showed him the whole game. He came over and he was like, "All right, we have to go drive 30 minutes to the other town just to get it." So
nice, very nice.
It was fun. We play multiplayer all night long, and the multiplayer is way cooler because like they give you random ability trees that are just full of random abilities from other trees like Ranger and other crap that you can spec into. So it's like a bundle effect, and it makes your character really unique. So it's fun to play as them.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a fun game.
When you kind of come off Dragon Age a little bit, we have to get you back into Heroes. Me and Rick were rolling around in that. I picked up Thrall. Thrall is a fucking badass.
Wait, Eric has it now?
I'm sorry, Rick. I think I said Rick, and you maybe heard me wrong, or maybe I said Eric. I meant Rick.
Regardless, yeah.
Well, it's Rick minus the
Yeah.
That was retarded. Anyway, now I've lost my train of thoughts. Yeah, I say something stupid and it fucks me.
You and
up.
Rick were playing Heroes.
Yes, me and Rick were playing Heroes, and dude, that guy, like, if you were to bottle Brandon's ability in League of Legends, that is Rick in Heroes of the Storm.
Well, that's fun.
And
that makes me want to jump back in.
He is phenomenal, dude. Like, I was
what does
running.
He play?
He plays anything. He's got a character that he has perfected for every role, if not multiple characters. So yeah, he was rolling face with Stitches. He was rolling face with Moradin. I played a few rounds as Vala. I played a few rounds as Rhaegar, and then I ended up picking up Thrall just because it's fucking Thrall. And he's really badass. He's got a lot of really cool abilities. So we played that quite a bit. But yeah, we played that, I want to say probably 3 or 4 hours, and we won the majority of our matches.
Nice.
So, and the new map is really, really cool. We talked about it a little bit on Blizzard Hour, but essentially what it is you have 3 temples, and you have to capture the temples. But when you capture the temples, there are NPC guardians that will come out and fight anybody. So you are defending the temple from the opposing team capturing it. And then you're also fighting the NPCs. So what happens is when you have a temple, it attacks the opposing team's buildings. And depending on how far you have fought in, it will attack all the way to the core and help you win the game.
Nice.
And it does a shit ton of damage. But it's really cool. I mean, there are some balancing issues with it, but it's a very, very fun map element. And unlike with the other maps, where if you had a team of 5 that was solid enough, you really could avoid the map objectives. And if the other team sucked, you would beat them anyway. Mm-hmm. In this one, if you're avoiding those map objectives and the other team is getting them, those laser turret things on top of the temples are going to just wipe your base out. So it's a whole new gameplay element added into it, and I'm really excited to play more in it and, you know, level Thrall up and get some more of his abilities. And his hero skin is the outfit that he wears in Warlords, where he has like the red beads and the cloak and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his mace looks really cool. So
nice.
But,
very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll have to get you back in that. Yeah, Fuzzy got it too, and Fuzzy's getting kind of burned out on WoW, so we can kind of get him in.
Dude, I feel like everybody is.
Did you see the Majora's Mask 3DS?
I totally freaking
see it. I pre-ordered it.
Did you?
I wish I had the money. I want one because I want to get the collector's edition of that. Could get the little Skull Kid statue. Did you see
that statue's awesome.
Oh,
I was like all jealous at the European edition for a little bit, and then they announced the American edition. I was like, never mind.
I know, dude.
Don't care.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I've got my gold 3DS XL from
sell it, put it in the trash.
Well, no, I'll keep it because it's the one from Link Between Worlds.
No, that one's actually pretty nice.
So I'll keep that one, and then I'll use this one because this is the new 3DS XL that has like the extra button and the upgraded visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
it's got the C stick, and it also doesn't come with a charger.
Oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, the new 3DS XL does not come with a charger.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not notice that, nor was it mentioned to me.
Yeah, it doesn't come with one. It's weird.
Is it the same charging port as the old one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I've got a couple of those laying around anyway.
Yeah.
But
extra $20.
It's probably too late for me to get that stupid fucking collector's edition now too. I want that Skull Kid statue.
I know that the console is sold out
already.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Best Buy's actually going to be restocking it. Apparently, they're going to be issuing refunds and limiting it to 1 per person because a bunch of people ordered a ton of them.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I did with Link Between Worlds. The Link Between World ones I got 2 and then sold 1, and then they were. See, it's really hit or miss with those because. I mean, like with Zelda, you're pretty certain it's probably going to sell well. But like even the Link Between Worlds one, like that 3DS was still available just to go pick up off a shelf.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hit or miss. We'll see. But with that was again Link Between Worlds though. With this Majora's Mask re-release, I think this is going to just fly off the shelves.
Probably.
So a lot of people are excited about
statue
Majora's.
is so sexy.
I'm more concerned.
It's so good.
If I could just get the game collectors with the statue, I'd be fine.
Right. You currently now, aren't you gonna lose? Like, does it really feature the C stick in the game? Like, are they really marketing this to say, "Hey, you're gonna need a new 3DS to play the game"?
Kinda, yeah. That's what they were saying before. That you should wait before you get buy the game with the new 3DS
probably
because
just make it a lot easier.
Right.
Yeah, smoother.
We'll see.
Probably like the C stick. Who knows? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I'll have to hold it because it seems awkwardly placed.
Yeah.
So I'll have to hold it and check.
It's pretty small. I mean, it's like
I mean, where
right
else are
next
they?
to.
The problem is, where else are you gonna put it?
Well, they could do a
Yeah.
back touchpad.
No, fuck that.
Ugh, that
At
thing's
this
so
point,
annoying
at this
sometimes.
point, it is pretty much quite literally a Nintendo 64 you carry around with you.
Yeah, no, it really
Mhm.
is. And it's funny because I've got the two current consoles. I've got the Wii U. I've got a 3DS XL, and I have a PSP or a PS Vita. And I would have to say, as much as I hate the Wii U and I have no desire to ever turn it on, the 3DS is worlds better than the Vita. Like, as far as specifically 3DS games, because the Vita games are kind of a letdown. Now, when you add obviously the remote play and the old PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 library, stuff like that. Like when I have my Vita in my pocket, I have every single Final Fantasy game from the original NES one until 10-2.
Right.
So there's that there. But when it comes to specifically games released on and for the console, I think the 3DS is probably one of the best handheld consoles that we've ever had.
Yeah.
There's some phenomenal games on it, and the glasses-less 3D for a portable console, whether you use it or
I
not.
always turn it off on everything.
See, I use it for certain games, like Super Mario 3D Land was really cool in 3D, but I also have to have like no distractions because I had one afternoon where I was playing it, but I was also watching my daughter at the time. And I would keep looking up because she would ask me a question or whatever. And like looking away from the screen and then looking back to the 3D screen
Yeah.
can really screw with your head.
Yeah.
But and then there was some cool 3D elements in Link Between Worlds too. I loved the element of that game where you went into the walls. Like that was a very well done game.
I don't know. That was the part I kind of found kind of hokey.
Really?
I wasn't really into it. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this stupid chalkboard link crap?
So
He ain't no
it
chalk
was
kid.
better than Wind Waker.
Bull crap. Wind
Bullshit.
Waker was beautiful.
Everything was better than
that
Wind
game
Waker.
was fucking
Everything was better than
amazing.
Wind Waker.
Oh
No,
my
there
God.
is. I need to take a day when I don't have better games to play, and because I have the Zelda Wii U as well, which came with the digital Wind Waker, in HD, if you can call it that.
And it looks
Um,
awesome.
I'm gonna have to sit down and give that game a serious shot because,
You have to.
like, I don't know, and we'll see with the new one. The new one, the more I've looked at it, the more it looks really cool. So I can't wait to hear more stuff about it. Hopefully, we have even more about it at E3 this June. So that would be really nice, yeah.
Some gameplay maybe. That'd be great. All we see is
Speaking
him
of
just
Speaking
walking
of
around.
convention news, assuming I can nab some tickets on the Saturday they go on sale, I will be attending Boston Comic Con this year. And I will most likely be attending with Austin Kuba. Our listeners might remember him from the show that he was on. I think it was episode.
It was an earlier one.
It was like 18 or 19 or 17.
I feel like it was farther back.
It was
than
somewhere in
that.
there. But the episode is Spread the Signal. And he was hanging on and talking about video games and promoting his band a little bit. But yeah, so we'll be there. So if any of our listeners are in the New Englandy area and you're going to Boston Comic Con, say hello if you see us. Unfortunately, it means I'm not going to be able to go to Scott Johnson's Nerdtacular because it's the same exact weekend.
Probably
That
gonna do
sucks.
Dragon Con this year
Nice.
because it's so much cheaper for us.
Right.
Which means BlizzCon might not happen this year.
I think because of what's going on with my family stuff anyway, like because I'm using with the family medical leave, I was using a lot of sick leave and a lot of vacation
Yeah.
time. So I don't think I'm gonna have the vacation time to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem super plausible right now.
Corey, you should fly over to the East Coast and go to Boston Comic Con. Bring Eric with you.
Yeah. Like that would ever happen.
Yeah.
No. We could try, but no. I don't know about the Boston
That's
Comic
the
Con. I'd rather go
toughest-
to Dragon Con. Let's go to Dragon Con.
The toughest part is flying. Like I'm looking at the price of Boston Comic Con, and it's like, it's not bad at all because we're driving down. Like I'm 2 hours away.
Yeah, that's where we are with Dragon Con.
Yeah, but it's it's those $400 or $500 plane tickets that really
Yeah,
kick you in the nuts.
Yeah.
And I would probably have to pay for fucking half of Eric's too, and then just
Yeah.
be like, no.
Well, then just
not
fly
into
out on
it.
your own. Come hang out in the freezing cold state of. Well, it'll be It'll be July and August, so it'll be like 80
Why would I leave California?
in July of all times.
Yeah.
That's
No,
very
it's not
true.
that bad.
But no, it'll be cool. They haven't revealed anything big yet about who's going to be there or any celebrities or anything. But it'll be and Austin's never been to a convention before, so that'll be pretty cool.
Huh.
But it will be a lot of fun. Hey, did you guys see that the X-Files might be coming back?
I
Oh,
did.
God.
And it's not a reboot; it's a revival. So Duchovny and Anderson will both be there.
Picking up where we
Really?
left off.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, he looks a lot older. She's still gorgeous. So, and Carter will be coming back too. Chris Carter, who was the
Nice.
original, the creator of
Nice.
X-Files. So, yeah, I guess on top of 24's Live Another Day being a phenomenal season, and bringing back 24 to those of us that were fans of the show and that are fans of Mr. Kiefer Sutherland. I know Corey hates him. But we can also thank that successful revival for being the revival of this, because it was because of the success of 24 that they're talking about doing the one more season. And I think I've mentioned it on the show before that they really need to do it, because you can't have a show called X-Files and not have season X. It just doesn't
I
work.
hate you.
You need season X. It's
I hate you so much.
I hate you too.
It makes so much sense that way, though. Oh, man.
No. But on top of other TV news, Gotham got renewed for a second season, so that means I can officially watch the show.
Oh well, okay, as long as you can watch it.
So, well, I won't.
Yeah.
I wait till a show is renewed for at least its second or third season. I don't want to watch one season and then, especially something that's a Batman property. Like, I don't want one season and having it be gone.
Yeah, Dragon Con's only $95. That's a 4-day ticket. That's for all days.
Oh, wow, that's
4
not bad at all.
days?
Yeah, dude, September 4th through the 7th.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, Boston, I believe, is $68, and it's 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's
So-
down. It's come down to the ATL. We're only like an hour and a half away.
Nice. Well, that'll be cool. You'll have to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Jerry is having his wedding there.
Yeah. Plus, we can afford that more reasonably.
Right.
Plus, since like BlizzCon tickets usually go on sale like May-ish, and that's when we're gonna move. So.
Right. Yeah, it'll be
so,
difficult.
So, you know,
I think
loose money is
BlizzCon,
gonna be even more scarce.
like BlizzCon, would be cool this year. We'll probably get an expansion pack announcement for a while. We'll probably get an expansion pack announcement for Diablo.
Yeah, but
and
we
this
were
is-
talking about this today. Like, if there was one I would prefer to go to, it would have been the last one that we went to, because of the anniversary stuff.
Right.
And then the Overwatch announced like the new IP.
Yeah, like that was a very iconic. Like, it was 20 years of Warcraft, 10 years of
Yeah.
WoW. You know, and it was cool for us because it was our first year as podcasters being out there, and
Yeah.
you know, so I mean, I definitely, I'm not in the state of mind where I'm like, oh well, we should have held out and went to this one because there'll be more expansion packs.
No way, dude.
You know what I mean? But it was a big time, and you know, it might not be something that's every year, but every other year, or you know, we'll see how it goes.
Whatever we can.
Whatever we can.
I'm gonna
yeah.
miss it.
Yeah, I'm already looking at my taxes, and I'm gonna have to keep looking at it because right now it doesn't have me getting back what I should be getting back.
Right. Who do you
which
go
is kind of
through?
worrying me. What?
Who do you go through?
Free Tax USA. I just do it myself, but
See,
I
I
wait.
use TurboTax.
see, I'm gonna. My mom does, and I'm gonna run it through that to see if it changes, to see if anything's different.
Right. Yeah, I was actually. It was funny. After last year, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do my taxes from now on because I have an idea of how to do them. But now this year, I have the whole small business being thrown into it too. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm just going
yeah.
to stick with TurboTax.
Yeah,
But-
dude.
Corey, what are you talking about, man? You can still do BlizzCon. I guess it's an 8-hour drive for you, so it's still kind of a haul.
It's a
Yeah, but
rough
it's-
drive, man.
Yeah, but it's not $500 in plane.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
it's not.
See, you and
That-
Eric
that
could
drive
go,
sucks.
and you could go representing Geek Access, and Eric could go representing Blizzard Hour, and you could bring us live footage from BlizzCon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
they're
talk
not gonna
there.
do that.
We'll see what happens.
They're not gonna
We
do
might,
any of
we
that.
we might if we have like plans to go stay at our uncle's, but
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
you
thing.
got
If
someone there. You don't have to pay for a hotel.
yeah, if you've got someone close, if you're literally just looking at the gas money and then the $200 ticket, or it'll probably be $225 this year. It seems to be going up like $25 every year.
those bastards.
I can't imagine that it's fucking cheap to run that.
As I play their game,
Right.
Yeah,
But
it sucks.
oh well,
I
it
don't
is what
know.
it is.
I started playing Don't Starve.
I saw you
Oh, I
on
love
Steam
Don't
playing that.
Starve.
How is it?
I know, it's so much fun.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Did you get the Giants expansion, or you just have the original?
No, I bought the package of the Don't Starve together,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
where you get it and the original, and then you get a gift copy of together. So
Yeah.
Have
did
either
that.
of you taken part in the Evolve beta?
No,
I have
I
it.
want to.
I
It
have
looks
it. But
beautiful.
I played like 30 seconds of it.
That
Why?
is
Play more,
phenomenal.
please.
Okay, maybe. We'll see.
Come on, stream it. I'd watch. Yeah.
So I assume you played for more than literal 30 seconds. Does it play like Left 4 Dead?
I mean, if we want to take it to unliteral, it was more like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. So did that 2 minutes feel like 2 minutes of Left 4 Dead?
No, because it was like a training.
Oh.
It was like tutorial.
Telling you how to
So
play.
I quite literally barely did mess with it.
I want to play as the monsters, man. So bad. Looks awesome.
Nice.
Beasts.
It looks like it might be fun. That's one of those games that if we've got a full group of people playing it, it would be a blast. I don't want to play with random people. I think that's one of those. So
I'm bored with WoW. I think I just have to come to accept that I'm bored with it
yeah,
right now.
I played some Hearthstone on the iPad. Loving the cards I got from Goblin so far, and I was playing Heroes with Rick, and but I really just I don't have a desire to log in.
I mean, I still log in every like 2 days to pick up my garrison resources and run missions and do orders, but
Right. See, I think for me it was my schedule getting changed, and
I'm just bored.
not having a raid group anymore, and I don't really have a desire. I can't really play WoW casually. Like, I mean, my time is still casual, but like, I need a greater goal. And Corey and I talked about this a little bit on the phone prior to last week's show about how something like Dragon Age or any whether it's Dragon Age or Skyrim or any of those 1, 2, 300 hour RPG adventures that are primarily single player.
Mm-hmm.
You and one of our listeners and our friends, Fuzzy, talked to me about this too. It's like you almost have an easier time investing the time into that because there's an end point.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I can do this. I can complete this storyline and I can engage in this adventure because there will be a cease point. You don't have that in an MMO. It's like, okay, well, I guess I better get this done before 6.1, otherwise I'll be behind. Well, fuck, I guess we better do this before 6.2. Like, you're almost on a timer. You know what I mean? So it's, I mean, there's pros and cons, and I love Blizzard and I love WoW and all the other things that they do, but there's just, I don't know, kind of in the same way that I've been. Like, you get first-person shooter burnt out. Like, I bought Advanced Warfare, and I absolutely love Advanced Warfare, and every single reviewer has said that, like, it's been the best COD in the past 5 or 6 years. But I'm just so first-person shooter burnt out that, like, I played it for a couple nights, and I'm like, all right, it's a first-person shooter. I need something else.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying Don't Starve when I play that, and then I think I'm pretty excited for, excuse me, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 HD to come out.
That'll be cool. I was speaking of the HD remixes. I almost picked up the Final Fantasy IV HD remix or HD remake because that looks really cool, and that's on Steam. I used to
spend a lot of time on those Heroes games. I gotta wait another week and 3 days.
Is it?
It comes out the 29th.
So is it a full, complete overhaul?
I think it's just. Hold on, I'm reading the descriptions here. New HD remix, blah blah blah. So it'll look good. Local multiplayer map editor, like always. The multiplayer lobby and Steamworks compatible, so it's not really an overhaul. I mean, it's making it pretty and adding multiplayer and
Right.
Steamworks.
So now, what is it again? It's Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Yeah. It's like a turn-based kind of
Oh,
adventure
there it
city
is, the
builder.
HD edition. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it still has kind of the old element to it, but it's
Yeah,
just
it
kind
looks a lot like it.
of
But you
right.
can just play it in a better resolution,
Right. So
which
now,
I'm really excited because I used to love playing those games.
now what is? I'm gonna show my ignorance to Heroes of Might and Magic here. Like they have Heroes of Might and Magic 4 and 5, right? So is there
Yeah.
an element to 3 that was better than the newer ones? That's why you would want this, or
3 was just one of the really popular ones back in the day, and I actually liked 2 a little bit more than 3. I love 2.
okay,
But 3 was just one of the really good ones. So I think it's more for like nostalgia
right,
reimagining. I haven't played a lot of the new ones. I think I might have played 4 a little bit, but
right,
if I played a lot of them, it was definitely um like 3 and 2, but they're all the way up to like 6 with a 7 coming out this year, I think.
oh really,
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot of them.
right.
They've actually kept the series going, but there was a dev swap somewhere, I think.
Oh, probably that seems to be fairly common these days.
Yeah, but like there's Heroes of Might and Magic 6 on Steam that is a, well, based on the screenshots, a completely different game.
You know what? Remake. I guess it's not a remake. It's just it's a long-awaited sequel. I'm waiting for is the new Roller Coaster Tycoon that's coming out this year. I think that'll be.
Oh,
a lot
that's
of
because
fun.
it was Might and Magic here. Oh, okay, that might be why. A little different.
Yeah,
I think the
there's-
last one that was actually like the game.
Whoa.
Sorry, autoplay
Okay.
video.
Let's.
Was
Whoa.
was 5, I think. But the last like really good one I think was 3, maybe 4. I don't remember 4 very well. Now I'm gonna look into it.
There was a couple. I used to play a lot of those old medieval games. Like, do you remember a series called Lords of the Realm?
Yeah, I liked Towards the Realm.
Yeah, Lords of the Realm was really cool. Then they came out. What was it, like Lords of Magic or something like that? And I didn't think that.
Oh,
was...
4 was a good one. Oh, I bet I still have a copy of that somewhere. 4 was the last good one. Oh God, I bet I have that in a box somewhere. Oh, now I want to find it. Oh God, that would make me happy. Came out back in 2002. Oh God.
Jesus. Corey came out in 02 as well.
Nice, dude.
What?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get you to
Yeah.
react somehow. You're like,
get an O2? No.
Oh yeah, dude. There are a lot of those games. Did you ever play
no, I never played that.
Majesty? Majesty?
Majesty, no.
No.
There was a
Majesty.
game. Oh, I'm sure it was probably on PCs, but I didn't do much PC gaming back then. But I played it on Super Nintendo called Populous.
Oh, I've heard of it.
That
Did you
was-
ever play the Blade Runner game?
I never played Blade Runner.
There was a Blade Runner video game.
And I think there was also a game. It's not similar, but just while we're talking about old games that we lost, there was a game for Dreamcast called. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was Sega Saturn called The Horde, and I had never heard of it. And I used to have this friend Matt who, like his, I don't know. He always had like those bargain bin games that like
Yeah.
nobody in their right mind would ever buy, but because it was like $1.99 or whatever. Someone bought
Right.
it, or is that, you know what I mean? So it was this game called The Horde, and it was like a really fun game. And I haven't found a PC version. I haven't found a port. I haven't found a ROM. I've never been able to experience that game before.
Oh jeez.
But it was a very interesting game, and you essentially built up a little town, and like there were waves of horde-ish like goblins, like little red goblins that would come after you.
Did you know there was a StarCraft on the Nintendo 64?
I did know that. Did you know
Oh
that?
my god, it was miserable.
Did you know that the original Diablo was on the original PlayStation?
Yeah, it was
Well, I
also
say-
miserable.
The original PlayStation. It wasn't. It was on the second PlayStation.
That was also miserable. Oh,
Did
they
you
have...
guys ever play Shining Force? Sega
Oh
Genesis?
yes, Shining
No, I
Force.
wasn't
and-
a Sega.
Shining Force.
I was not a Sega kid.
Shining Force and Shining Force 2. You know what introduced me to
So
those? Now, I don't know if you guys had this, but Time Warner Cable, or maybe I think it was Time Warner at that point. I don't think it was main public cable anymore. But Time Warner Cable had a feature called the Sega Channel. And
Sega Channel.
it was so ahead of its time, and it was phenomenal. And what it was this modular unit that plugged into your Genesis, and then it had a coaxial cable go into it, and it connected to your internet service. And I want to say it was something exorbitant, like $25 a month, because that was just how much this shit cost back then.
Uh-huh.
But there was like 30 to 50 Sega Genesis games that you could stream. I say stream lightly, over your cable network into your Genesis and play them. And I even had a little account, and you could say, oh yeah, I got introduced to so many Genesis games. Like that's how I found out about Comic Zone, which was a really fun Genesis game.
So good.
That's how I found out about Road Rash. That's how I found out about Shining Force. And then there was Shining Force, there was Shining Force 2, and then there was like a horrible third one called like Shining in the Darkness or something like that, which was garbage.
I did not play the
They
third
completely
one.
changed the gameplay. It wasn't that like, and I said, and I still, I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics was a phenomenal game, but I think part of the reason that Final Fantasy Tactics was so popular was because aside from the Final Fantasy title, was so many of us were Shining Force players, and that was exactly how it played.
Yep.
And that was also very similar to how, like, there were a lot of PC games at the time that were like Warhammer based and D&D based that played in that same. You either have a square grid or a hexagonal grid, and it's turn-based combat. Fallout also played that way. Fallout Tactics even more so. But yeah, Shining Force, like, I just loved everything about that game. I loved the combat. I loved how once the characters reached level 20, they would evolve into the next level of their ability.
They'd look all awesome.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stuff. The wolf
Well,
dude would get crazy and like
those were really cool.
Awesome.
I liked a lot of that. Like Final Fantasy used to have those elements too, where you'd get a job to a certain level, and then it would evolve. Like one of my favorite moments in Final Fantasy history is in Final Fantasy IV, which I talked about a little bit earlier, when Cecil goes from being the Dark Knight to the Paladin. And it's such a cool epic transition where like he battles himself and he battles the darkness that's within him. And it's a cool element because, you know, you're fighting demons, and if you have dark power, you can't defeat darkness with darkness. So he has to embrace the light. But yeah, so many old epic games, and that's why I think they're doing stuff like this, like with Heroes of Might and Magic and stuff like that. And I know lately, GOG has been really promoting the Ultima series, like Ultima 1 through 10, and then Ultima.
I was just looking on GOG. Actually, they have. If I can't find my copy of Heroes 4, they have the complete edition for $10.
Well, there you
go.
But
I'm confident I still have those discs somewhere.
It's almost more convenient to have the digital one. Like, even when I got Dragon Age, like, I know somewhere out in the basement storage area here, I have the original box of Dragon Age.
It's not going to take me that long to find it. These boxes are either here in my apartment or they're still at Mom's house.
They're somewhere.
I'm not going to have to do a lot of digging, but I'm confident I have them. It's just a matter of if they'll still install.
Right.
That's
true. The digital version might be upgraded for your Windows platform.
It'll have like the like all the expansions because it's the complete edition.
Right.
And I know the one I have is just like the original release.
Now, are you one of those people with those old nostalgic games where you'll put it in, you'll be like, oh yes, I had so many badass times with this game, and then you'll play it for like an hour and be like, all right, that's enough.
Sometimes yes. Other times no. Like with Baldur's Gate and especially the enhanced editions, no, I will still replay another 100 hours with those games.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. It's been a while since I played a Heroes.
Right.
I have 5, I think, in Uplay, in the Uplay launcher, because the way I got it initially, that I had to. I couldn't do it through Steam. And I didn't play a lot of that one. But if I put in like 4 or something like that and it's awesome, then it'll be a little different.
I had
Heroes of Might. That was definitely the last good one.
I had 5, and I don't remember how much I played it. But I also I don't know. I went through on Uplay and I actually had installed the game that was on there, and I think I got it back when it came out. But it was like Settlers, which was a very fun
Oh yeah,
like,
I remember
village
that.
building game. That was a lot of fun.
Uh,
But yeah,
yeah.
Grim Fandango. You guys.
that's
forgot
getting an
about
HD
God,
remake. I
Jesus.
know.
How about? Do you remember the medieval games?
Oh
Like, with the-
yeah.
Oh,
on-
with the
on
skull
those-
guy.
Yes, those are mostly
Yeah.
PlayStation. Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
their like he almost was like the artistical ripoff of Jack Skellington.
Almost.
Like he had that
Ish,
face.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Ish. Yeah.
But at least there was some familiarity there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, yeah, those games were great. I remember those.
Are they doing those over too?
No, I
That'd
don't
be
think so. I think
nice.
they did a
Oh.
couple.
What
I think
about-
they did a couple on the PSP.
What about Super Ghosts and Goblins?
Heck
Let's
yeah.
go
Yeah.
way
That
back. Or
Game's fun,
or,
but it's hard
uh,
as shit.
Pilot Wings.
I remember
Pilot
Pilot Wings,
No.
unfortunately.
I
Yeah,
didn't play Pilot Wings.
it was. Oh, there was a game. You brought up StarCraft for the 64. There was a game. We got like 10 minutes here. I'm gonna try and find it really quick because I need to. I doubt either of you have ever. I don't even. I think I rented it at like some shoddy local rental store back when it existed.
Nice. I loved the Rainbow Six games growing up.
Oh yes. Okay, so the game that it was called Blastcore. Blast
I
Corps.
don't know.
Or, spelt the same way military spells it, so it's spelt corpse.
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna put a link to it in Skype. You guys can just, if any of the listeners are curious, you can Google it. It's called Blastcore. You played as different construction vehicles, and you had to like do these things.
Oh,
It was.
dude, I got this game for Christmas one year, and I like sat down and played with my brother. It was weird.
It was, but I remember it being a very epic game, like epic
Yeah.
for
Oh,
its
okay.
time.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah.
The name sounded familiar, and I did play it. What about? Hold on. Let me make sure. I'm gonna confirm the name real quick with myself.
It's totally a retro episode. I love it.
Jet Force Gemini.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, Jet Force Gemini was so good. That game was
Or-
nuts back in the day.
Or for the full co-op experience, you played Brute Force with 3 of your good friends.
Brute Force.
Oh, what was that other race? Oh,
you guys play Clay Fighter? Oh man.
Yes.
I
oh
love
yeah, Clay Fighter was epic. What about Jet Moto for PlayStation?
Sort of,
Moto.
kind of. Yeah, sort of, kind of.
And it was like I remember.
That was the roller skating one.
No,
with
Jet
the
Moto
spray
was the
paint?
one where you were on like the vehicles that were like they were hovered, but they went on water. Wiki describes it as a futuristic racing game.
Oh, Brute
What
Force
about
was actually
GTX?
original. Brute
Just
Force
the
was
straight
original
bike
Xbox.
game.
But yeah, the last one released was Jet Moto Solar. Oh no, actually it was never released. It was being developed for PS2. It was canceled in 03.
Brute Force.
yeah,
I still
there
have
was-
the strategy guide to Brute Force. I still have so many N64 strat guides.
Nice.
Dude, I have the original Ocarina of Time guide.
Me too,
Nice.
man.
I
I've got a Paper
remember
Mario guide.
I remember my uncle picking me up from school and rushing me right to the mall when that came out, and I got it, and I don't think I slept that night.
Oh, dude, I
It's
love
such
the
an
Paper
epic
Mario
game.
games too.
Paper Mario was
They're pretty
great.
good.
I think probably one of my favorite games, and I'm amazed that it has never experienced some sort of rehash, was Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. It was basically Final Fantasy, but with Super Mario. You weren't a fan? I
I
liked
don't
it.
know.
I really liked it. But of all like,
Extreme G.
it really blew me away that like we have games like Mario and Sonic go to the Winter Olympics, but we can't get Super Mario RPG too. But
Well, kids playing on a Wii don't really want an RPG
yeah,
anymore.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They want their casual game, the casual players. I will say though, I got my daughter Disney Infinity 2.0 for the Wii U. We had it on the PS4, but I was rearranging my studio / game room. So I got it. And I will say that the Wii U tablet is really cool for that because in that game there's a lot of these cool little things that you pick up and collect. And the tablet visual interface actually keeps track of how many of them there are and how many you've gotten so far. And it's a
That's pretty
cool
cool.
little like information tablet. And it's of all the games I've played with Wii U, that used that controller more constructively than any other one that I've seen. It does have cool features. It's kind of dumb that you can only have one tied to a console, but I mean, it's
That
nice.
is really dumb.
But the other cool thing about it too is like if she wants to lay down but she's playing a game, we can put it on remote play mode, and she can bring the tablet up to her room, and she can play the Wii U game on the tablet, similar to the way that the Vita can remote play PS4.
Right.
So I mean, again, there are cool features there, but they're very gimmicky, and it's nothing that's going to tie in a core gamer. So, and considering every Mario has basically been the same since Mario 64, like they kind of.
But they keep getting perfect reviews.
Because they're epic. Well, it's like they are great. I mean, with the exception of Sunshine, which was retarded.
Oh, dude, I actually loved Sunshine.
No,
I
Sunshine
thought
was
that one
horrible.
funnier than hell.
Dude, Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, I wasn't a
that
fan.
game was awesome.
That was a fun game.
I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
I think maybe I was in my.
That jetpack was sweet.
I really liked Luigi's Mansion. And
I
those
like
were
that as
fun.
well.
Luigi's Mansion
Yeah.
for 3DS is really cool.
I played that for a bit, and then I got rid of my 3DS because, life happens.
Did you ever see that controversial thing where if you're up in the attic of the mansion and the lightning flashes, it looks like Luigi hung himself, and there's this conspiracy theory that Luigi's actually dead and he's a ghost in the mansion?
I've seen that YouTube conspiracy theory video. Yeah,
It's
Kind of funny. I think I've told you this before, but you watch Scrubs, right?
Of course.
Okay.
That's
Did I already tell you the conspiracy? Or it's not actually a conspiracy.
No, you
it's just
did.
it's
I
just
read
true.
about it. I read about
It's
it.
a
Yeah.
conspiracy.
It's actually just true. In the first season, the janitor was just a figment of JD's imagination.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If
And
you
then they
go
decide
back,
to make him a character. If you go back and rewatch the whole first season, he only ever interacts with JD.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
we talked
And
about
then,
that.
then
on the
they
show, I
decided
think.
to make him an actual character, and then he actually,
Yeah.
as of season 2, started talking. I seem to remember bringing it up.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
think that show is up there with Friends as far as one of the best sitcoms.
I don't even like Friends that much.
Really, I've been binge watching it since January 1st.
You mean you guys don't watch Grey's Anatomy?
No way, dude.
I'm not big into hospital shows, with the
No,
exception of
I hate Grey's Anatomy.
with the
so
exception
much.
of House and Scrubs.
I've been
House
rewatching.
House is bad.
I'm not
House,
rewatching.
I
I've been
love
watching
House.
SVU. I love Law and Order SVU for some reason.
Special Victims Unit. I was a big fan of Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
No, that one's lame.
I like the guy. I can't remember his name, but
The big guy with the chops.
yeah,
Yeah, I know a guy that looks exactly like him.
that's funny.
Nice.
It's really weird.
So, well, we are coming up on about 2 minutes here. So
Wait. Diddy Kong Racing and Bomberman 64.
well, we
Done.
can.
Done.
There you go. Diddy Kong Racing was amazing. It was like Mario
So
Kart
good.
before Mario Kart was cool.
And it was a better Mario Kart. Are you
I
kidding
thought
me?
so.
You had
I
this
thought
open
so.
world that you can just roll around in and change your vehicle no matter what, and there's shit you could do. It's fucking that game was
I
awesome.
thought so. And
dude,
yeah,
the
Donkey
perfect
Kong
art.
Country and Donkey Kong
Ooh.
Land, those were amazing. Like Super Nintendo, those were great. Some of the
Oh, yeah.
best. And it's funny because as much as I don't think about it now, some of my best childhood gaming memories came from Nintendo.
Yeah, dude.
And then there was
Dude,
just that
playing
turning point.
Aladdin on the Super Nintendo. I love that shit.
Oh,
That game's
yeah.
awesome.
Mega Man X.
Mega
Oh
Man.
yeah, Mega Man. We'll have to do another one of these retro episodes again down the road. This was a lot of fun, but we
I'm
have
just gonna go play retro games. now.
sub
I'm
60
doing it.
seconds here, so we'll tie it up. Final thoughts, Brandon.
Sure.
All right, Corey. Final thoughts.
Don't be late for podcast day.
Don't be late for podcast day.
Yeah, dude. The sex
Um,
can wait, dude.
Sex
can
Sorry.
wait. Yeah.
Do it before or after,
locked in a bedroom. The door's locked, honey. What should we do?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
My final thoughts are: if you have an Xbox One, play Sunset Overdrive. It's fucking amazing. If not, then go play one of the games we talked about because those are fucking amazing too.
Dude, I'm gonna go
Sounds
look.
good.
I'm gonna go find my copy of Heroes 4. I think it's here.
So anyway, I think that'll do it for
Shit,
episode
sucks.
27. So thanks everyone for sticking around. We had fun. We hope you did too. And
Woohoo.
as always, check out our website, geekaccesspodcast.com. We'll bring you to our website, geekaccesspodcast.com/live for our live shows. And follow us on Twitter at IG_geekaccess. Check out our Patreon. Helps keep the show going. Patreon.com/IG Studios. And a big thank you to everyone there that helps us out. We appreciate it as we do each and every week. So for that, for Brandon, for Corey, and for myself, thanks for listening. Go Patriots! And we'll see you
kill
next
yourself,
week.
football, stupid.
Yeah.
Sports are lame.
Patriots bandwagon scum lord.